And we're back. Hello everyone.
Hello.
It's been a minute or two since you've seen us.
By minutes we mean months.
Yeah, so hi, hope you guys are okay. Yes, so we have not been making videos. So we're gonna address that before we go on with the video. One of the reasons we didn't want to make a video the last few weeks is because obviously we didn't want to talk over the Black Lives Matter movement. We didn't feel like talking about horror nights was needed. And we ourselves were educating ourselves, and we were donating and signing petitions. We just wanted to say as well that the Black Lives Matter movement is not a trend. It still needs all of our attention, and so just so you know, there are links to petitions that still need to be signed and some other links down below for donation. We just wanted to say that because we do obviously support the movement, and that was one of the reasons why we didn't make a video the last few weeks.
The other reasons was like the lockdown that was going on in Ireland.
Yeah.
Got real intense for a while. I was also on night shift for a lot of it, so I wasn't seeing anybody. I didn't even put up videos on my own channel. So we just kind of weren't in a position to kind of meet up and like sort stuff out or set up camera. Like was the last ones we were in the woods when we did it? And that's when they were starting.
Yeah, that was literally.
It got way more intense after that, and then now here we are at the other side of it. Yeah, that's my reason.
Yeah, I did actually make a video a couple of I think in about April, but it ended up just being me having a meltdown in my car, saying stuff like, "What will social distancing do? What kind of measures? What about capacity?" I don't even want to talk about any of this because it's just so depressing. If I missed a Beetlejuice house because of all this, I don't know if I will ever recover. So I figured you guys didn't need to see that. So anyway, we're back. What the heck has been going on?
Yeah.
I hear you ask.
Madness,
well,
I hear.
Well, she will. Speculation map number 3 from Horror Nightmares was released there a couple of days ago. So
this is the houses that are unconfirmed that people think it's going to be, or?
Yeah, so obviously there's still no announcement from Universal about anything. And parks are open, which is great. So that's happening. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the speculation map, and then we've got a few more things that I want to talk about as well. But the easiest thing to do is I think just talk about the map. And I'm going to, so you guys obviously can't see this, I'm going to put it up here somewhere so you guys can see. But I also have the second one to compare. So, oh no wait, that's the first one. Well, we'll have that one too.
There's too many maps.
So many maps. Oh, it's attached to it. Alright. Okay. So, the first thing that I've noticed, so much paper. The first thing I've noticed that's the big one for me is they've moved Beetlejuice from a soundstage to, I think it's a parade building. Hold on, where's Men in Black?
What is a parade building?
Do you know the warehouse that Universal Monsters was in?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so they moved Beetlejuice down there. They also moved Billie Eilish down to Shrek? Is that where Jay is?
Poor Billy.
Billy's been demoted to Shrek, I think. But I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. Like, it's been moved. Big deal. Whatever. And then the Bride House, the Universal Monsters Bride House, has been changed to The Brides. Plural.
Brides? Is it going to be just female versions of classic monsters then?
Well, someone on the forums or something said that you should think of them adding the word versus, and I was like, it's probably like Bride of Dracula versus Bride of Frankenstein, or the Brides of Dracula versus Bride of Frankenstein. Or then somebody said something about like the Bride of Frankenstein is like in charge of like bringing the monsters back to life or something like that. She's trying to bring the monsters back to life or something.
So there's a narrative to it, like what?
Yeah, well, again, this is all rumors. But that was something that one person said. But I don't know, I'm starting to lose track of like who might know what they're talking about and who is just speculating.
I feel like you can drill down too deep into some of this stuff too.
Yeah. So, a couple of months ago, there was a Theme Park University article that came out that I kind of, to be honest with you, I never talked about it because I sort of disregarded it because I was like, that's not happening. But one of the things they talked about was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then in the last couple of weeks, it's kind of been talked about more and more and more. And now, it's on the map. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which, great, whatever, it's always rollicking good time, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I feel like that kind of came out of nowhere. Because the other thing was, if you look at the other map, there was that secret IP house.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Here.
We've been through so many.
It's kind of fuzzy, that one there. So then a couple of people were like saying that they thought it was going to be Silence of the Lambs, and I hadn't seen Silence of the Lambs, and I watched it. It's really good. I get the hype now. It would be a really heavy house
if
if
you
they
were
made
in
it.
Buffalo Bill's
Yeah.
house.
So now the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is there, and the secret IP has been taken off. But I don't know if Chainsaw Massacre was always going to be there, because someone did say along the way on the forums at some point I spotted they were like, oh, Silence of the Lambs has been cut. So so we've got Universal Monsters The Brides, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then we have Bedtime Stories, which underneath it the Tooth Fairy on the newer one. I thought it was printed.
I think you've done too much research.
I know. Anyway, so Bedtime Stories is still there, but I think people think it is the Tooth Fairy. But we have discussed that before, that we thought that's probably what it was. What the heck? Who's texting you? Put the phone away.
It might have been an email.
Okay. Let's get back to basics here. Terra Correnta's house is gone off of this, and also the Dungeon of Terror house is gone. And in their spots are not only an anniversary house, but also an Icons house.
Okay.
Two different ones.
The anniversary house would be the merging of all the themes from past Halloween Horror Nights, is it?
It would be, so someone said that they think the Depths of Fear is going to be featured in it. I can't remember, there may have been one or two other ones that they said and I can't remember. But it's going to be like bits of past houses, it's going to be like Slaughter Cinema.
Right, okay, but it's a big amalgamation of Halloween Horror Nights stuff. And then
From
the
past.
Icons house, is that Universal Icons or Horror Nights Icons?
Horror Nights Icons.
Okay, so that would be the Terror Queen and stuff.
Yes!
Okay, learning.
He's learning. So I figured like Jack, the caretaker, like storyteller, Terror Queen, like I think Eddie and Cindy maybe, all of them. That would be awesome if they did that. That would be like, I think personally for me, I'd rather a full Icon house than just a Terror Queen house. And I know, but then also, I hope the Terror Queen has a scare zone. That's kind of what I wanted from the start. If she just had her scare zone again with all the motorbike lads. But we don't know what's going to happen to scare zones. So anyway, moving on. Pumpkin Original is still there. One of the things that somebody tweeted out from Universal tweeted out or something, the Scare Zone Twisted Traditions from 28. It might be the house of that rather than Nathaniel Crowe, which is what I had sort of said last time. You're
Nathaniel
confused.
Crowe. I'm very confused.
Oh, you didn't watch the video, Will. You weren't in that one. HHN Unofficial put out an article a good while ago when this came out that he was going to be the icon of that house. But now people are saying that they think it's going to be the house for Twisted Traditions, which is also great. Do you remember it was the first year you went and it was the one that the Viking Scare Zone was in last year, and there was all pumpkins in the trees.
Yes.
The pumpkin lads.
Yeah.
Yeah. That in a house, essentially.
Okay.
So I think that's cool because I think that'd probably be like the Scarecrow house. Although where do they put it? Yeah, they put him in the tents. They put him where the Scarecrow house is. No, it's where Hive was. But anyway, it's in a tent, which means small, confined spaces and darkness.
So that one
So
would
it's
be
good.
intense.
Oh,
No,
get out.
cut that out.
Okay, then the only other new one, because I think we've covered Haunting Hill House is still there, Beetlejuice is still there, and Billie Eilish is still there. Whatever your feelings about Billie Eilish, it could potentially be a really good house.
I still have no idea what that could possibly be.
Well, someone said Billie might be the demon that like rules the house, lords the house, or whatever. Okay, we were recording a whole bit. We don't know how much recorded, but we think, based on her media presence and the various videos that I've seen of her, it's going to be neon strobe lights, like Dead Exposure, Patient Zero style house. So we think we're going to be that, and there's going to be like a whole lot of really cool music in the whole house.
Yes, I think I'm going to watch a bunch of her videos before we do another video. So I can be like, it is 100% definitely going to be this specific music video or something. But until then, like, I have literally nothing to base any opinion on whatsoever.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a mix of songs that she's written for the house, but then I think they'll also put like her famous songs like Bad Guy, I know that song, in it. That's what I think. That's just Billie Eilish house. Because I know a lot of people are not excited about that one, but like, I think I'm excited about all of these. Oh, we missed one!
Which
Oh
one?
yeah, I forgot to I got distracted, I got sidetracked. Original house. The last one on the list is Mannequin Theatre.
Is it just an empty warehouse with mannequins in it?
Potentially.
Okay.
People are saying it could be something like a sequel to Dollhouse of the Damned, which was a house they did in 24. and it was like, I didn't go into that one because I didn't go in 24, but it was like basically evil dolls and toys in house come to kill you.
And what are the kind of puppets called with, you know, the lines here?
Marionettes.
Marionettes.
Or
okay.
yeah, I think I'm up for this. I think this would be real cool.
I'm clueless on it. I'm just like,
That's the
mannequins
joy.
aren't scary.
You don't think mannequins are scary?
No.
I think mannequins are really scary. When they're standing there and then the light is off and then you turn the light off and it's right there, or when you thought you were like walking by a person in like a shop and then you're like, oh sorry, and then it's like a mannequin that's like staring at you, you're like, ugh.
That's awkward though, that's not scary.
It scares me. I don't like when that happens. Anyway, but that's the glory of the originals as well. Like, you never know what you're going to get before you go in there.
Will mannequins be scary to me after this? Is this going to ruin me? Maybe.
Oh, this also could be one of their answers to social distancing. They just fill the house with mannequins, no scare actors at all. It's just like, who's real, who isn't? They're all mannequins.
There's only one scare actor, the rest are all
running
mannequins.
around the whole thing. That could be, who knows? Who knows? Right. So basically that is all the houses on this bad boy. But they put one scare zone in on here.
Okay.
Creep show. Remember we
spoke
talked
about that one.
We talked about it loads at the start because there was a huge rumor going around that it was like definitely going to be a house because Hollywood got it and there's rumors blah blah blah, but then that kind of fizzled away and now they're saying it's the only scare zone they have listed on here, and it's Creep Show. Yeah, I think Creep Show, because obviously we don't really know what scare zones are going to look like this year. I'm assuming that's why there hasn't been any rumors about them either, because I imagine that everyone in Universal is trying to figure out what scare zones are going to look like this year. Obviously in the parks they're doing a lot of things where they're having characters standing on platforms and kind of doing like mini shows and like doing meet and greets that way and stuff, so I'm assuming that's something like what we're going to see.
Or I don't know if they'll do stuff with like at range, like instead of like chainsaws and stuff they'll have water guns or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh no water or fog effects.
No?
Tis the new way of the Universal Parks.
Because it's like in general or because of COVID-19?
Because COVID-19.
Okay, because I think it's a transmission substrate.
So, no fog, lads.
That's gonna really have an effect.
I know. Right, so, that's enough about that. We'll put that there. The next sort of big thing that came out that was like a rumour about how the heck the event is going to run this year is in regards to something you've probably all heard about now, which is the app answer to the problem.
I still don't understand this thing properly.
Right. Oh, sorry, my foot's gonna sleep. Right. I wrote down basically what it is rumoured to be like. So, for those of you who already know this, feel free to let your attention wander. For those of you who are not aware of this, get ready because I've got scribbly notes written down here.
I might do both.
You may not. Right, okay. So apparently what's going to happen is the way they're going to try... Now this is all rumours. They're going to try and make it so that you have to plan out your whole night via the app. So apparently there's two ways to do this. You can either do it with an express pass, which it looks like is going to be the ideal way to do it, or you can do it without one. But basically how it starts is you scan your tickets to a person. So say there's like two of us going, the both of us would scan our tickets and then that'd be us for the night, we'd be together. And then apparently it's supposed to be hosted by Jack the Clown, which is very exciting.
Oh, on screen
Yeah,
sort of thing?
so he comes up and talks to you and stuff, which I think is cool, because I know everybody's like, the Jack, but I love Jack!
Well, like that's cool for the engagement part of it. I think in general maybe they should be incorporating an app overall, but I don't like being like, here is your itinerary and then leave, like...
I know. So basically here's how it's supposed to work. If you have the express pass, or you'd be given an option apparently to buy one as soon as you scan your ticket, you can upgrade. I think that's going to be an option. That's what it says on the rumour thing anyway. And then basically it's like fast pass. That's what I'm kind of getting to. You get to choose like the times of when you want to go to different houses and stuff. So it'll be kind of like, I imagine it'll be kind of like everyone will be on their own RIP tour. So it should include the houses, attractions, shows, food, and like merchandise, including all of that.
So you can pre-order your food and just pick it up?
I think it's more like it's telling you, hey, so okay, let's set the scene here. We've got an express pass.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, you're not. You can't. Right. So basically, you go and say you can do this house at this time, this house at this time, and this at this time. Then after you do those three houses, the app might be like, all those houses might have people waiting at it. So the app will be like, hey, there's too many people at this house that you want to do next. So why don't you do either go to this ride that has no wait right now, or this food shop stall that's near you has no one there right now. So I think it's going to like push you into different places.
I both like and dislike that. Because I'm like, wow, cool, it's giving you your options rather than you having to be like, oh, maybe I'll leg it over there and that being busy too. But then it's like, don't tell me what to do.
I know, and I think that's what a lot of people are not happy about this, but I think this is a really good answer to the problem. Like, I don't know how else they were going to do this. Like, they can't, their whole thing is obviously they can't just have people wandering around like we normally would. And we can't have people just, I don't know.
I just feel like that's gonna, maybe it's not a great opinion to have, but I feel like that'll have an effect on like the atmosphere, you know, like people wandering around and getting scared and like hearing people scream and stuff like that. Instead now it'll be like, everyone's in their designated areas.
Yeah.
Way. Like,
and that's the thing, and that's what people are kind of thinking about, what's going to happen to the scare zones, because the whole point of scare zones is just wandering around in them and getting scared and hanging out, and like they don't want us to do that anymore. It's the same with shows though. I don't even know how shows are going to work. But anyway, the way this app works as well is if you don't have an express pass, it's very much more sort of like the app will definitely just tell you what to do. You won't really have any hearsay in it. It says that you can make a wish list of the houses that you want to hit that night and the shows and stuff like that, but like it's the luck of the draw. It's kind of like you get what you're given. Which I think if we go, and I think if we, because if we go, we're going for a few nights. We'll do both.
Are you taking Jib raw?
Yeah.
Inconsistencies, much?
I don't care, I'm
All
warm.
of a sudden it's like, my clothes are disappearing.
Right. So, what do we know? Nothing. Well, no, that's not true. We know that...
Story of my life.
Yeah. We know that the auditions have begun to some form. I think what they've been doing is they've been auditioning people. They've been auditioning team members, so people who like already work in Universal are being given opportunities to audition in some sort of online format.
Okay.
Also, what else do we know? We know that the houses are mostly built. We know that the tickets are still on sale. The BOGO ticket deal got extended into July. There is a frequent fear pass available on like UK sites. Like if we wanted to, we could buy one. Because a lot of people were talking, well, how the hell a frequent fear pass is going to work? And I don't know. They're still on sale. So who knows? Oh, there is one thing we may or may not know. Someone put somewhere on the internet that they may or may not have seen a filming of sorts going on in the Universal Studios park that involved a certain Jack the Clown and his many icon friends.
So could that mean then that house is a sure thing then, or?
Well, what? Yeah, it would definitely mean that like, hey, icons. But also, so people are saying it's either a TV spot for a commercial.
Okay, makes sense.
Or it could be something to do with the app itself. Like it could be something to do with that.
Maybe they're filming it
Yeah.
for pre-recorded scenes in the app that pop up when you do things.
Exactly.
Like.
However, Mr. Jack the Clown himself has tweeted out recently that you should not believe everything you hear. But, I mean...
Yeah, but that's his personal Twitter. He doesn't speak for the company.
Who knows? Oh yeah, also, obviously we all know that Disney have cancelled Mickey's Not So Scary. So I know that a couple of people had said if... A lot of people sort of thought that if Disney cancelled Not So Scary, Universal would outright cancel Horror Nights. But a lot of people have pointed out that they're completely different events. Like with Not So Scary, it's like kids picking candy out of boxes and stuff, and then there's the parades and the fireworks and stuff, which is one thing that all these theme parks are trying to minimize, because that's crowds. So there's still... The long and the short of it is, Horror Nights looks like it's probably going to happen. Whether or not it should or not is like a totally other thing, but it really looks like they're going to go for it. So it's like for everybody that lives in the States and near Florida, like that is really great news. For us over here in Ireland, we are still not allowed in the USA, and we don't know when the heck that's going to change. So that's one of the reasons as well why we hadn't made a video in so long, is because we don't know. I already can't. I don't know if I can. We don't know if we can go to Disney. Like Disney already announced their big reservation system, and I don't have a reservation, and apparently you can't get one. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. Right. Okay, that was a lot, but and there's probably more. Like there's ideas on like, will there be? Oh, there's someone said they definitely have one of them vortexes.
Vortex?
You know the ones that you walk through and it's like swirls around you and you're like, whoa!
You're on a bridge and it's a rotating tunnel.
Yeah, but
cool.
handrails. you need them in that. Anyway, someone said they think that's going in the Beetlejuice house. That could be wrong.
That would fit though, right?
Yeah. Oh, I really don't want to miss the Beetlejuice house. Like, that's the only thing I care about at this point. Just if they do, I can't miss Beetlejuice house.
That's really at the core of who you are as
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
yeah. I'm waiting to wear my like Beetlejuice outfit before they announce it, but now I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, so basically, we know nothing. We know absolutely nothing. That's about it from us. We probably not going to make a video until there's an announcement. However, because there has to be, they literally have to make an announcement soon. For example, me and Will moved our trip from the start of September to the end of October. So if we want to go still, we have to pay off our trip by like the middle of August.
It's getting close.
And like that's the end of October. So really, if anyone from the UK and stuff is planning on going over for September, they need to pay off their trip now. But I don't know if Universal are going to be depending on us out of towners this year.
They might just hedge their bets and be like, let's focus on getting.
So yeah. Anyway, so listen. Hope y'all are good. We're still hopeful that we can go to Horror Nights. I'm still fairly certain that it'll probably happen. But at the end of the day, we know nothing. The thing that I want to kind of plug today for you guys, I always kind of plug something, whether it be a YouTube channel or a podcast or something, is there's 2 videos down below from Zombie Chris that he made a couple of, I think he made them like a year ago. But they are videos about what it is like to be a black horror fan. There's 2 videos down there, and I really suggest that you watch them. So they're the only videos I'm going to like plug today. Still, there are links for petitions and donation links and stuff down in the description as well. We hope that we will be making a video in the next couple of weeks about all the lovely announcements we're going to get. We're going to get lovely houses, and all the coronavirus stuff's going to go
just evaporate
far away,
overnight.
and we'll be able to book our trip properly, and it'll be lovely. So I hope we see you then. So thank you very much, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.